Get dangerous. Get dangerous. Shameless. Lazy. Shameless. Get dangerous. Shameless. 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 Like get dangerous. Get dangerous. Get dangerous. Get dangerous. Get dangerous. Shameless. Lazy. Shameless. Get dangerous. That's right.
What is going on? How's everybody doing here today? Let's get this thing going here, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is take a look at what charts do we have here. Okay, we got our 1 minute chart up here. We have our hourly chart up here. Okay, let's start with the higher time frame. Hope you guys are having a good week so far. Let's take a look. It's Friday, last day of the week, last day of the month. We had a lot of exposures, a lot of gamma expired today. We're currently in positive gamma. We'll talk about that, but let's take a look here. This is what's taken place so far for the week. So here's the start of the week. We can see that we opened up, created this opening gap. We rejected from 28,750s. From here, we had a pretty big sell-off on Monday. And then we went sideways here for a couple days. 28,000 at one point was our put support level. And we saw that level. I mean, we pinned there for basically 2.5 days. FOMC came in. That was a catalyst. Basically, everybody was waiting for FOMC, obviously. So once FOMC, occurred, things began to open up. We had a pretty big move up into 28,000 and then an immediate rejection of that level. This downward move, technically, I would say was the catalyst for this now rotation that we're beginning to experience here. So this whole downward move here was used to basically buy up, right? So this now is beginning to trend up higher, and we're right at our weekly opening price at 28,501s. And overnight we did have a nice drive into that level. We did accept above 28,000. That's what we were looking at yesterday when we had this breakout of 28,000. This down close candle, we were watching to see if they were going to be able to accept back below. We were potentially looking for a scenario either like this or what we see happening here currently. So we clearly accepted above 28,000. We rejected. We have a nice little swing point here off 28,000, and then obviously it's just been a consistent grind up positive gamma type trend. Even overnight we just had continuous upward movement, very shallow pullbacks, and then now we're beginning to show some base, some sideways range here. So the question now becomes, are we going to continue this excursion higher and take out the high of the week, which price comes in at 28,736s, or do we continue to consolidate around the opening print here? And then from there, basically, either we stay sideways and we just kind of chop around today. It is the end of the week. It is the week, obviously FOMC, a lot of big events. So it's really either we are going to expect continuation, or we expect price to maybe start basing and maybe testing below 28,501. But from the looks of it, they're still defending this level. So I'm not going to have a locked-in bias. Obviously, we do have the strong move up, but again, it's going to be really based on what happens with this range. Let's take a look at some of the levels here from our outlook. Let's see what it says here. So 28,465 would be the downside level. So if we get under that level, then that would potentially give us a trigger for more move down. 28,500 upside trigger, positive gamma, rotation favored near 28,500. So we've kind of already accepted. This is actually based on yesterday or end of day. So we've already accepted beyond that at this point. So currently we're going to anticipate the hedging impact to be compression and mean reversion bias. Now, the thing is, we are seeing a slow up, step up grind overnight, but we're now in a range, right? So this range that we're currently in, the question is, once we do open up, are we going to expand outside that range, or are we going to stay contained in that range? We'll be looking at the 15-minute opening range and initial balance as well for our setups, but we want to be aware if we are in positive gamma, you know, we're going to anticipate that these big moves or these attempts to break out to the upside or downside are more than likely going to get dampened. But of course that can change, right? And that's why we use our market intelligence tab here, because it's going to tell us real time what's happening with the flows. You know, if we are going to continue to stay positive or flip negative, where we're at real time. This is also going to be telling us our largest POC node for gamma, whether it's positive or negative, once we start getting the update of the data. So that's going to be really, really helpful for us. So these are the different trade scenarios. Downside, if we get acceptance below 465, then we'll be targeting 350s down to 333s. Upside acceptance, which we've already, it's kind of where we're at right now, we'll be watching for 600s, 757s, our one-day max right around 29,000s. Market looks like it's already beginning to pick up some steam here. We'll probably end up testing that 26,000 level, 28,600 level next. So it seems like we are going to probably experience that move and test that high. Overnight session, we were obviously bullish, so not much to look at there. For the gamma levels, let's just take a look at our gamma levels here really quick. So we can see we're positive GEX all above 28,510. Net GEX positive, net DEX, right? We can see all that here, right? So based on that, we know we're going to have like sticky type trading experiences here. Primary pivot, we're already above that. This was the highest GEX concentration, 28,500. And then near pivots, well, this is kind of, we're already past all this right now, you know, and again, if we get back below 450, we begin to start seeing some negative gamma here. All right, and then let's just take a look at the levels here. We already have all the key levels. You can take a screenshot if you want the key levels that we are using here. Call resistance, put support. For our primary levels, and then we have obviously our GEX levels down below. So very good, very good, very good. So let's take a look-see now at the chart as we open up here in about 45 seconds. This is our 30-minute or 60-minute chart right now, and we're basically just watching this 501 level to see if we're going to be able to extend through and take out this opening range high. Sorry, not opening range, overnight high. That price is at 644s, so we'll see if they're going to be able to take that out. And we just continue to watch, and if so, then we'll be anticipating a move towards 750 for high of the week and see if they're able to knock that high of the week out. So let's see what we can do here, gang. We got buyers getting aggressive here at the open, or right before the open. Oh, I'm sorry. We actually have 3 minutes left. I don't know what I'm talking about. 3 minutes left here. Our big trades indicator here showing us that buyers are getting... they still have a pretty big appetite here at the highs, so we'll see. We're 50 contracts executed here on the MNQ, which is not much, but overnight, you know, I do trade a lot overnight in Globex, and 50 contracts does seem to have a pretty significant meeting in the overnight session. When you see them, at least the way our code is generated, right? So our code is doing some funny stuff here to make sure that we're not looking at some bad info. Can you not hear me? Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Is my microphone not working, gang? Can you in the chat? I see Salsa King saying you can't hear me. Audio is good. Okay, so it must be your side there, Salsa. Salsa King. Is it Salsa Kings? Salsa lessons. Okay. Let's take a look at the big Renko chart here, guys. The move originated at 10 a.m. So from 10 a.m. yesterday, it's just been nonstop here, right? So we just had the starting point. This was the breakout here, right? So we can just see that from 10 o'clock a.m. it was just nonstop. And then overnight session, It looks like they're doing a failed M. In a bullish market, you're going to see these failed M patterns. Basically, they get higher high, and then a lower low, and then they take it up. I call it a Johnny Cage, right? A Johnny Cage, because what they're doing is they're just trapping both sides before the real move happens. So it's helpful to see that the first breakout happened to the high, and then they trap low. And then what they'll probably do here is they're going to either come back and try to tease people to buy the breakout and then take it back one more time. And then as long as they don't break out this low, then we can expect that move higher. All right, but we'll see what happens. These guys can do whatever they want to do. It was you? Okay, cool. It's you, not me. That's what she said. All right, let's get this show on the road here. What do we got going on here? Expected move today on the NDX, 1.5%. Expected moves on the NQ should basically be the same. Let's see. Yeah, 1.5%. So we'll see this dot here holds up. Well, we are beginning to test some resistance here. And, you know, we do see a little bit of rejection here, a little bit of rejection here. Just got to keep our eye on where we're seeing failures occur, but we're in a range. We're consolidating. We're tight. It's 6 o'clock. There's the opening price for the 4-hour open. And for the process, what we like here, guys, we actually love the opening prints because our goal is to catch the expansion candle or the expansion of a candle. All right, market's about to open here in 15 seconds. No trades for me right at the open. We're just gonna wait a little bit here. Got the big Renko on here just to kind of like smooth out some of the initial madness. Some of the initial madness. All right, we're seeing some buying coming in, some aggressive buying coming in here. Let's see what happens when we get to these highs. Next, net GEX getting positive here, building positive GEX. Let's see. Why isn't this open? Maybe it takes 5 minutes here. All righty. All right, let's see. Testing these highs here. So watching this level, we got GEX 3 right at the 600 level. If they're going to be able to break through that level. Obviously, we've been kind of cranking up here on this trend. So they just give a nice little punch into this level, but we're in a range still. So we got to see them break out this range and hold. So for us to get long, we would need to see some type of like a failure by the sellers back under support and then a reclaim and then go. So I'm not just buying a breakout retest, right? Like in positive gamma, don't buy breakout retest. What you want to do is buy breakout, wait for the breakout, when we get that strength, let it fail, then let the sellers get strong, and then on the reclaim, that's when we get long. So it's a little different, right? In positive gamma, we're not going to just be like buying strength. Let's see where our POC is here on the QQQs. It's overhead 692s. So we have some negative gamma building on the QQQs up top. So negative gamma above, moves up amplified. Let's see. Is this even open right now? Yeah, it is. All righty. Let's take a look. Oh, actually, I just refreshed it. It's actually under. It's below. So 692s. All right, let's take a look at the flows right now. Positive. They're punching into these highs now. Let's see. Overnight high swept. Yes, sir. Let's see if they're going to be able to stay firm above this breakout. We can see this is the 5th breakout of this entire sequence that we're in. What type of liquidity do we have overhead? We've got some areas up top, but nothing significant that I'm seeing. The price is just pumping. ES is pumping. First 5 minutes, we'll see what happens here. I'll probably end up just waiting for the 15-minute range set. 30-minute chart. Looks like we're beginning to break out of this consolidation here. And again, we're watching that 750 level to see if that's where they want to go. So very nice little pullback here to that 50 level. They held it. So on the Renko chart, you know, this is kind of what that looks like. We break out, we pull back under the level, we reclaim. Obviously, I didn't take this trade because we're going into the open. I just want to wait a little bit and just see how they're going to develop into the session here. So we'll just... seeing some buying here, consistent buying at the high. So if you're using the rank big trades indicator, your big trades indicator should be just showing buying, buying, buying at the highs. So they're sustaining the move to the upside. Gex is positive. You already got your 50 points. Very good, brother. Very good, brother. Very good. That was quite easy. Just a quick trend trade there. Just follow the trend. Yeah, these guys are ripping. Done for the day. Exactly. Right above the W. Yep. W confirmation. Exactly. Oh, I see what you're saying right here. Is this what you're referring to? Oh, this is Rajesh. There you go, bro. That's right. I was like, who knows about W's and M's? Okay, and then I saw the name. Yeah, W below the M. Exactly. Bingo, buddy. Good work. Rajesh is just getting started with our stuff here. Good work. 50 points done. That's exactly it, buddy. You did it right. That's exactly what we look for. Very good. Very good, my man. Let's give Rajesh some props for catching 50 points right at the open. That is awesome. All right, look at that. Did we hit the weekly high yet? We did not. All right, let's see. We're pulling back. Got some sellers trying to get in here. Let's see if these sellers are going to be able to get aggressive here or if they're going to get absorbed. Let's see what happens. Take a screenshot of that. Put it in the journal, buddy. Upload your trades in the dashboard. Throw your screenshot on there because next week, guess what? The AI that we have that we're building is going to be able to start taking all your historical trades and against the historical data of the actual session with all the stuff that we do, and then begin to start giving you real-time coaching advice based on your trades, based on what happened with the market, based on the system. It's going to be the trifecta of gangsterness. Trifecta of gangsterness. Look at that rejection there. So, you know, when you start seeing all this aggressive buying, you got to watch out. You got to watch out, gang. All right, look at the 32 bar. If you guys are using Renko, for those folks who are like, kind of like, you don't have any of the stuff that we have here, I know it might be like foreign and might be a little frustrating to listen to this information because you're like, I don't even know what these indicators are. If you put in the chat what you're looking like, what I can do to help you get the information. Do you need like a Renko starter kit? If you don't have any experience using Renko, I can give that to you for free, obviously. Anyways, look at the 32 bar Renko here. This is that breakout that we were talking about. So now I need to see some type of, if I want to get long, I want to see like a failure pattern of some kind, like sellers to fail, because we're in a range with positive gamma. So I'm not anticipating another all-day squeeze. And looking, you can see just on 32 how on the smaller Renko, it's already just failing. It's already dumping here, right? It's already rejecting. So, and they're bidding lower and lower and lower to pull price. Look at that. You can see them stacking lower bids. Someone's trying to get filled here. So we'll see if they're going to use this to reload and then poof, take it back up again. But best to just wait at this point for the 15-minute range. Not in a rush. It's Friday. Big rotation there. Holy cannoli. Holy moly, look at that. Is that a reversal? I mean, BWAP didn't even have a chance. Like, BWAP, it just like ripped right through BWAP like it was not even there. My goodness. The volume is large today, gang. Let me actually adjust my big trades. I'm going to adjust my big trades here because it's quite bubbly. It's quite bubbly. We're going to up it now to 100 for tier 1. I think 100 for tier 1, 200 for tier 2, 300 for tier 3. 50 is actually not bad for the Renko chart, but if you're putting it on a 1 minute chart, it could be a little busy. Man, my goodness. This is what happens when you're in a range. Woof, look at that. Jeez. Very nice. We're going to have a nice opening range here, that's for sure. 15-minute opening range. That 32 bar chart just like smashed everybody who got long. Not to be mean, but it's kind of funny sometimes when you watch people live stream. It happens to me too. It happens to me too. But when you watch people's live stream, right? You go back to like their, say after the fact, and you know like when shit went crazy in the market, and you go just to see what happened with some of the gurus out there. It's kind of funny watching. They're like, "We're gonna get long, guys. Da-da-da-da. We're in it. We're in it. We're in it." Woof. And then you see their face. Let's not be mean, but it's kind of funny. Kind of funny. So I mean, I can say it because it happens to me too, right? I'll take trades and get punched in the mouth sometimes. Happens on stream. This whole week has been pretty slow for me. It's not been a big week like it was last week. Pretty much a scratch week. But you know, it's also the week of FOMC. Not to make excuses, but this is one thing that we're gonna solve with what we're building here because it's important to have memory, right? Market memory. And if you go into every session like it's something unique, I mean it is, but there's obviously conditions that are very similar. So you know, if I was able to know maybe like the last 3 FOMC weeks, this is what happened. Here was the environment. Here's what worked. What setups worked. What didn't work. Maybe that might have given me a little bit more edge. Just a little bit more edge. That's all we want. Just to cinch more edge. All right, look at these boys here. They're breaking down, breaking down. This would have been the re-entry to get short right here off the opening 9:30 open. We get above it, we get back below it. We already had the break of structure right here, so this would have been the breakdown. This red line showing boss 1, break, pullback, entry, good to go. So now we're back under the weekly open. Let's see if these boys are gonna defend the weekly open. I'm anticipating mean reversion. I'm anticipating some, you know, maybe they're going to start chopping around here at the bottom of the base. We'll see. We got zero gamma right down here, 28,454s. But that was a pretty nice drop. I wish I was in that drop. It was an 800 tick drop. Pretty big spike up and then a big fail. That's typical. That's typical. Look at that 30-minute chart. Let's get rid of here. Look at the 30-minute chart now. I think we have some news release here at 10 a.m. So we want to be aware of that as they set this 15-minute opening range. Now they're coming back to the bottom of the range. Look at how they basically stuffed the buyers here on the breakout. They didn't take out that weekly high. So, you know, most folks who are trying to anticipate a run of the weekly high were probably like, yeah, we're going to stay long. That's our target. And they just got smashed, right? They got smashed. Let's see if these boys reclaim. Remember, the 500 is the big level. It's also call resistance. So watching if they're going to be able to break lower. I'm on my 32-bar chart. They're about to take out this low on the 32-bar chart. So that low would be the Johnny Cage, right? We get the lower low. It's actually started here. We get that higher high, lower low, higher high. And then here, let's see if they're going to do a lower low or if they're going to protect this low. Let's see what they're going to do here. Because if that's the case, this is just a disgusting, mean Johnny Cage. Volume getting crazy here at 50s. When we start seeing popcorn, we see all the bubbles popping. Don't take trades there. Just let price do what it does. It's a battle zone. It's a inflection point, if you will. We're just waiting. So many good. It was already really great trades on both directions. Obviously, at the open there was that big buy pattern. Now on the sell side, we had multiple continuation patterns. Big, look at that, a tier 3 execution there, 300 contracts right here at the got executed on the bid. So sellers are trying to punch through these lows. Let's see if they get absorbed here. Our opening range is now set. So let's see what's going on with the gamma and see what is the right move here. We're now negative GEX in the session, real time. Let's see. Our POC did not do anything. Let's see now. Let's see if they're going to be able to take out the opening range low. Feels like they want to. Let's watch here. There's that dot. Let's see if you're going to be able to. I just feel like with all that volume, that big sell cluster here, like this guy who sold 300 contracts, whenever I see something like that at the lows, especially where you anticipate them to break down, I get kind of like skeptical because that's usually where they're going to trap somebody. All right, and so if you're selling at these lows, you just got to be very careful. I mean, it is negative GEX right now, so that's what's working for you. So if they break through these lows, you can anticipate a strong move down. But let's be aware, situational awareness. Situational awareness, not like the hedge fund guy who just blew up. But you know what I mean? Like, we're right at the bottom of the range. It's also yesterday's high day. Do I want to be? I know they're getting aggressive at these lows, right? They're getting aggressive at these lows. I don't know, man. We have a big M pattern now on the 32-bar chart. How far is this going to go? We are now in negative gamma territory, folks. Price just went from positive to negative. We just broke the opening range low. So are we going to stay heavy under the opening range low? Or are we going to stay contained and stay rotational inside the opening range low? Right now, we are breaking down. I'm literally no trades in yet. Just waiting. They're going to sweep the overnight low. How far do they have to go to do that? Not too far. They're right near there. So right at the opening price here. What was this price? This low, is it 416s? Yeah, they're right there. That way, 27,416s, right? 28,304, sorry. All righty. We just watching here. Let's see. My oh my. It's quite bubbly, guys. Quite bubbly here. Look at that 30-minute chart. Do you want to buy against this? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. That's where trading a pattern on a smaller time frame will get you wrecked, right? Or trading indicators on a smaller time frame will get you wrecked, because the larger time frame, who just got wrecked? The buyers just got wrecked right now, right? So it's like, wait a minute, the team buyers are losing right now, right? And where are they trapped? They're trapped above 600, and now they're taking out buyers from like the London session, it looks like. So everyone who's thinking that this was going to be a major reversal, they're probably like wondering what's going on. And it could still very well be a uptrend. This could simply be a liquidation of the overnight inventory, and then from there they just begin to rebalance, and then they go again, right? I mean, that's what they could do. The other scenario could be is they got some inefficient movement here. You know, we got some gaps. We have an opening gap technically. If we look at settlement price, right? If I throw my settlement indicator on here, you know, or just change the hours. This is what you can do, guys. It's so simple. Like, look, this is all they're trying to do every single day, right? Like, let's just do this. Boom, get rid of the overnight. And then it becomes like very clear what they're going to do or what they're trying to do. So let's delete all the nonsense here real quick. Remove drawings. I'll even get rid of my little levels here, just so we can focus on yesterday's close. Yeah, right here. So we've got this close. That's the opening gap. So we have this big ass gap down below, right? And this big move up, all it did was close this gap over here, technically. So we had this gap right here that was unfilled, and they just closed that gap yesterday, right? So I'm not saying they're gonna fill this gap, but obviously you gotta at least keep it on the table as a possibility. You know what I mean? But leave it on the table as a possibility. It's a Friday. Anything can happen on a Friday. We got a first break there on the Renko chart. What time is it? 50s. An immediate fail and rejection. It's a fail W there, gang. A fail W or a possible Johnny Cage. It looks like it could be a Johnny Cage here. Let's see. I don't know. You see we get the lower low, higher high, lower low. I know we have some news here dropping at 10 a.m. if I'm not mistaken. It's already been 30 minutes. My goodness. Oh, since we've been streaming, yeah. I haven't even taken a trade yet. All right, let's go. Sometimes the most important thing, that would have worked out. That would have been a nice little scalp play there. That would have been a nice 150 ticks. Let's see if it holds. Probably going to fail. We're battling here at zero gamma, 28,340s. We're going to wait for this 30-minute candle to close. I mean, we've already taken out the 15-minute opening range low. Maybe we'll have some type of setup here. I mean, I'm kind of in the mood for reclaims, but I don't know. We haven't really seen any reclaims yet on the hourly. I am seeing some trap sellers here on the 1-minute chart on the Nasdaq. We got 100 contract bid, 100 contract executed in one shot. So we have a nice tier 1 bubble. And now we're beginning to see some movement away from that level. We'll see if it means anything. We're struggling now here at our 28,370 breakout level. These buyers are trying to get this move, this continuation move. Let's see. That's so weird. Okay. Trap City, bruv. Look at that. These buyers trying to break out of the bands, but they cannot. And this may be the back in. That's the reclaim to the downside, folks. Well, we're going to watch this overnight low, or not overnight low, sorry. We're going to watch this low of the session here, which is also put support on the NDX. Got GEX5. I mean, the Renko charts are just smashing brains left and right. You got higher high, lower lows. So you can't really look at that right now. I would not be trading market structure on the smaller time frame. This is where we want to trade acceptance and rejection, right? So where are we holding right now? 350s. I should say more so like 325. That's where we've been testing. So look at the 1-minute chart as we begin to retest where these sellers were, where that bid was. We also got a lug level of 311. So the main level to watch right now is this 300. So we rejected 400. They came in, they tagged it. It would have been cleaner if they would have like got back above the opening range low and then failed. That would have been a better reclaim scenario for me. But you know, price is quite aggressive right now. ATR is big today, guys. 175 ticks per minute. So be very mindful of that, because if you're trading fixed contract sizes, depending on your account type and whatnot, you just need to know that every minute this thing is moving about 100 to 200 ticks, right? So you got to be careful with that. That's if 1 minute it's like $1,000. Yeah, the last 1 minute candle moved 283 ticks. That's like $1,500 in one move. So that's great, but not great if you're oversized. And what happens is if you're using very tight stops, you're going to get spanked, which is what's been kind of happening to me this week, right? I've been using tight stops, getting stopped out, break even repeatedly. Right idea, but stop loss has just been too tight. Look at that 30-minute is trying to take out this overnight low. Salsa Kings called it. Salsa, I keep calling it Salsa Kings. The reason why is when I was in college, there was this group called Salsa Kings. Salsa Kings. Alrighty, let's see if I get this to finally work. Look at them trying to reclaim this overnight low, but I don't know, man. We do got that nice trap volume here at 300s. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I don't feel it. That put support kind of looking like it wants to actually act as support. I don't know. We'll see. This is where we want to pull up the book map. Where we want to pull up the book map and find out. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. This is still not pumping here. Oh, there we go. No. Don't be buying yet, guys, unless you have some conviction here. I mean, you could, because you can see the sellers getting trapped on the 300 level. So that's a good thing. As long as these sellers are down here and we're seeing this response, then we have trapped sellers. Now we have market structure getting aligned here. But we still need to see a little bit more than that, because this could just simply be a retest of the 828,400 we reject. So technically trading against the momentum, right? The bigger momentum is bearish. The 30-minute candle obviously is about to close in 4 minutes. Let's see how they do this. I think what I'd like to see, because this is this 30-minute candle has taken out the high and the low. Let me actually go back to the regular overnight template here for my higher time frame chart, gang. All right, there we go. Let's get rid of the 1 minute. All right, cool. So this is where we're at right now, guys. Look at this. Right, these guys just broke everyone's dreams of getting passing an eval or getting a payout. They thought it was going to be one of those things where you get that straight continuation, but nope. Sorry, the Nasdaq is the ruiner of lives and dreams if you don't know what you're doing. So let's see. These guys are going to, yeah, this is the breakout area here. Did they take these guys out yet? They need to take these guys out. I mean, it would be good if they take everybody out. So we'll see what happens here. This is what they're doing here on the H1. So let's see. It's pretty disgusting. It's a broadening formation. You guys can't see that. Let me throw it on the chart now. It's a broadening formation of a sorts. We're now seeing price retest that 400 level. Let's see if they're going to try to get back above it. My preference would be if they start reclaiming opening range low, we can play longs if they stay firm. If they continue to fail above opening range low, we can continue to take shorts on the reclaims back below. So we'll be playing around that level shortly. Bingo. Very nice. Flows are going here. Negative, negativo. Alrighty, I like it. I like it. Very good. Yes. All right. All right, I wouldn't fall for the trap here of getting short on this breakdown. It feels like a trap. It feels like a trap, but we'll see. They're trying to break through. They're breaking down 350s. Is this going to really accelerate here? Are we going to get through these lows and start taking out these guys here? We'll see. This is the big question, gang. We're trying here. Look at the dot. Look at the dot. Shall we try scalp? Yes, I'm in a scalp. Let's try a scalp here. Probably not a good idea considering it's the close of the hour. Let's see. Let's see. Trying that reclaim of that opening print. Can we get it? Can we get it? No, it's failing. One more pump. 7 seconds. One more pump. Oh no. It is truly failing. Let's see. Boom! Let's see if we get that opening range low test. Can we do it, guys? No! Don't fail. Here we go. It's ugly. 10 o'clock news release. It's ugly, gang. What's going on? Oh no. Ouch. Smashed. Smashed on that. First trade was massive smash. 150 ticks. That's a pretty big stop loss. But it's okay, guys. Let's watch one more time here. What are they going to do? There's still hope. Let's watch. 10 o'clock open print. Let's see. Gotta wait for a little bit here. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. I think we're good to go now, guys. Look at the book map. Tried to get long on that reclaim there, but it rejected the opening price. You know what? I wasn't paying attention to this. Like, we had this nice little breakdown structure. It was simply a breakdown pullback. A little preoccupied there. So right here was that entry, thinking I was like going to get a reclaim of the open, but it did not work. Instead, we had that reversal continuation, or I should say trend continuation right here. So where I got stopped out is where the continuation occurred. But look how they keep trapping these sellers at the low. You see that? You get the volume here at the bottom. Sellers are trying to push. Let's see if these guys are finally going to be able to do something here. Watching the book map. What was that level that they keep trying to hold? 300? There's the next continuation drop dot. Alrighty, there's 300. Let's see if these guys are going to finally get through this 300 level here and stay below 300s. There's the break. That would be the entry. Well, not technically, the entry would be on this dot right here for continuation. When we're trending lower, low, lower, high, we just look for these little red dots for the continuation moves. at that 15-minute chart. We filled the gap already? I think we filled that opening range gap. Let's see, these pops keep failing. S&P closed the opening range gap, opening gap. They sure did. They sure did. Alrighty. This range, this volatility is crazy, guys. Gotta wait a little bit. Yeah, it was a news event, 10 o'clock. Yep. Michigan consumer confidence or something like that. You gotta size down, fellas. That way, if you take a cut in this market, it doesn't ruin your life. Jeez Louise. I wish I was short. I wish I was shorting, but I'm not shorting. I didn't short. I took a long like a fool. That's okay. My goodness. Let's go back to that hourly chart. I think they're going to take out these guys here at, yes. If you're shorting, good job, guys. Good job. Yeah, I wish I was short. Did you get short, Mike? This has literally been my story all week, like missing the freaking move and just sitting there like, doo -doo -doo. I don't know what happened to me this week, man. That's how it goes sometimes. That's how it goes sometimes. Yeah, no, I missed it, bud. I missed it too. I missed it too. We're testing settlement now. So we're at settlement price from yesterday. Settlement price is 28,237. The T2 offer. Let's see if they take out this offer on the Nasdaq. 100 contracts for sale. Let's see if they can take it out. Have they taken any volume? Yeah, they've taken out some size. Let's see. But no, look at that. Price instantly moves away from it. Let's see. Let's see. Rejected. When we have large offers out there and buyers can't get it, that's because there's no appetite, right? There's no appetite. Buyers are not interested. So if they're not interested, guess what? Price has to keep going lower until they find some interested buyers. ES is coming into a 1,200 contract bid. I don't know if this is still active. Let me refresh and see. No, it's not active anymore. So yes, looks like it's getting negativo. Negativo, negative gex. We're about to cross over into negative territory here on the ES. Woof. Everything is just wow. Wow, wow, wee, wah. Jeez. Oh my goodness. What a move. Man. Got major negative down below here. Let's see. They start trading through this. Let's see the reaction we get down at 119s. One, two, three. Only thing I'm thinking, is they're going to try to take maybe down below here? I mean, this is still technically, it could still hold up on the hourly. Like, you know, if I just look at the hourly chart here, it could simply just still be a possible pullback. Obviously, we're getting this strong move down, but, you know, oh, bro, I'll be so annoyed if this thing goes all the way to the lows and I'm not in it. But we can't think that way, because when you start talking that way, you get FOMO, and the next thing you know, you start taking dumb trades, right? So, yeah. But what are the chances of this actually going all the way down in one swoop without a pullback? I mean, how many times have you seen that happen? I've seen it probably happen a handful of times, you know, on the Nasdaq. It's usually going to be some type of pullback or pause. So this move up is what I'm wondering. Is this technically going to be situation? So the way I see this structure would be like this. We had this nice little trend, and we had the trap, and then we had the rotation here. There's the high, there's the low, there's the price action. You know, so it's like, yeah, we're taking out this little structure here. We took out the low right there, but that's not a significant low. This is just like an overnight Globex low. So the real levels are going to be like right around this area here. This is yesterday's RTH structure. They've not been able to hold above a reclaim. Every time they get above a level, immediately drop underneath the level. See bookmap here. What time is it? Yeah, major negative X right here. We're sitting right at it. 28,119s. There's a trap above. Now we're testing negative Gex again. You can see literally all the selling volume coming in right at that negative, major negative. Wow. Okay, let's see. Let's watch what they're doing here at this area here. Let's see if they're going to keep smashing through these lows, or if they're going to try to like do something here. I'll take a little scalp. Probably going to regret it, because this market is obviously pretty bearish, but I'm in long for a scalp off that negative, major negative. For up 100 ticks. Watching bookmap here. Can they get back above 150s? Come on, boys. 150. Stay up. Keep it up. Keep it going. Come on. Just a little bit more. I believe in you. Is there an offer up there? Yes, we have offers. Price is chasing some offers. Come on, a little bit more. You can take those offers out. Come on. I hope it doesn't stuff me here. There's the buyers coming in. There's 150 ticks. Let's go. Take out that 500 contracts at 2200s. I'm taking my profit. Forget it. I'm taking my profit. I've been trading like crap this week because I haven't been taking profits, and I haven't been building my buffer. So I haven't been following my strat, which is build a buffer of 2-3 trades, and then you can start, you know, pressing. There we go. We made back that little loss there. So that's cool. Now we're going to begin to start seeing some two-way trade here for a little bit, maybe. 25 points, a little bit over 25 points there, 130, 40 ticks. So took back that ugly loss I took for no reason. All right, so there's one. There it goes back again. Maybe we could re-enter on the short on the breakdown, but let's see. I missed it already. Obviously, the market's heavy, so this is not something we want to be holding into, anticipating a major reversal. Why? Why don't I want to hold for the bigger move? Because the hourly is disgustingly bearish, and the chances of this 1 hour completely reversing back into a green candle I'll show you what I mean, guys. It's kind of logic, right? Like the chance of this 1 hour candle in the next 45 minutes reversing all the way back up to a bullish candle is kind of unlikely unless we had a catalytic event take place. But I don't want to trade based on anomalies like that, right? Because what I can see right now is this hourly candle is over 1,000 ticks. So it's 1,000 ticks, gang. So it would take a lot for this thing to just snap all the way back up. I'm not saying it can't happen, but I'm saying it's unlikely to happen. So it's best just to like let this auction do what it needs to do, or at least give it to like the 10:30 window for the IB to get set. Because that's technically what they're doing right now. They're setting the range for the initial balance. So far, the opening range got set. It just pummeled right through it. That's already setting the tone for bearishness. So at that point, we can just keep taking shorts for continuation moves, right? And that's when we're negative gamma, we can expect that you'll get those extensions, right? Breakout, pullback extensions. And it works perfectly fine. Whereas if you're positive gamma, you get the breakout, pullback, trap low, and then it will go. So it's a little different. That's where we focus on the reclaims. Coming into the market today, that's what I was thinking because we were positive gamma. But I also understood we were in a range. Oh, very good. I'm super happy to hear that there, my friend. I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah. So I'm sure now, Rajesh, you're the key is you obviously had the main part down, which is understanding the importance of the levels. It was just for you, you just needed to work on the entry model, right? The entry model. There's many ways you can enter a trade. We all know this, gang. But I think the hard part for a lot of folks is having a consistent framework to execute the same way again and again in different market conditions. And that's always been the hard part for me, at least. I mean, other people are like, oh yeah, it's easy. I just buy a fair value gap and I make $1 million a day. Like, okay. Okay. Yeah. It's so easy. I just buy big trade bubbles, and I'm gonna be instantly making money. Okay, yeah, sure. Trading is hard, man. It is so hard. You gotta really love it if you're gonna do it. You know what I mean? You gotta love it if you're gonna do it. If you're gonna make this like a career. Lambo traders, yeah. There's a lot of. I'm from Miami originally, so believe me, I know all about them. I know all about that. But those guys don't really make money trading. They make money on the brokers, the Forex brokers, right? They get these rebates. A bunch of people scamming people like, oh yeah, learn how to trade for free. Just sign up with my broker. That's all you need there, buddy. Wait for a GEX level, number 1. 30-minute open, number 2. Yep, M's and W's. You got it, bro. Just do that every day. Just do that like once or twice a day. You're good to go. And then eventually you get some consistency. Then you can start adding the volume to it, because when you start adding the big trades, it makes it even more powerful. Because then you can really start seeing like, oh wow, like there's a lot. The more aggression in one side that's happening, once they run out of fuel, guess what? You're going to see a massive a rotation to the other side. And that's where we get the trap trader. I mean, technically, that's what the pattern is. It's trading against the trap traders. But right now, these guys are persistent. These guys are persistent. But notice this 100 level is getting sticky. They have not been able to migrate away from the 100 level. They may break it. They may accept right now, though. So we'll see 15-minute candle just opened. Let's see if they're going to be able to start closing, giving some closures underneath the 100 level. And that's what you got to watch for on the time-based charts, right? That's why you don't just look at a Renko chart. You got to look at the time-based charts for the closures, because it's certain times of day or certain times throughout the session, you're going to see behavior change. And I know some people are like, oh, I don't like time-based charts. I'll use a tick chart. I'll use this chart. That's fine. You can do whatever you want. But I like to see that at what time did they accept the level? At what time did the level fail? At what time? And what you're going to find is that most of it is on time. It's always time-based. It doesn't just happen at like some weird random interval or whatever. It's usually consistently within a 30-minute candle, especially if you're trading an RTH session on the Nasdaq. You just do your back testing. You'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean, guys. Look at what's going on here. These boys are trying to get long here. But look at the trap traders here on the NQ. They're not trapped yet. I mean, we can still see price move lower. But look, we have, if you're using a footprint chart, this is what they would call absorption, right? Or a delta flip, where you have strong aggressive selling happening here, right? There's 123 contracts on NQ, 178 contracts on NQ, and then they rotate back up. That's a trap trader. It's trap. You don't need a footprint chart for that. You can just see there it is. Boom. There we go. So look, notice how from this trap at the level, failure to close under, they failed to close under 100. Okay, they failed to close under 100 at time. This is the 10:15 candle. This is why we always watch time. So prior to 10:15, they were breaking down. Now for the first time, 10:15, failure, trap traders. Now we're seeing rotation. Now we're getting some aggression towards the other side. I just need to see some closure now. We start getting closure. Let's say we get closure above this swing high here. Guess what? There's a possibility buyers might be taking back control of this auction. Yes, exactly. The colors on the candles here represent volatility. So you don't get caught up on like all these, like if we're bullish right now, notice how these pullbacks are like gray. So, oh, you can't see that. The pullbacks are gray because it's just a pullback. Once we start getting pink, that's telling us, yeah, we're beginning to start seeing volatility flip, sellers take control. But until we're bright red, the sellers are not fully in control. So this has a possibility of just being a pullback. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I like the Renko stuff, man. It makes it very simple. It's literally like, you know, for some people like me, because I'm like, you know, I don't know, I have a, I'm like that guy who goes bowling that needs the bumpers, right? That's kind of how I am when it comes to trading. I need bumpers. I'm not that good. So because I'm not that good, I need to have like crutches and bowling alley bumpers so I don't make a mess. All right, let's see what happens here. Looks like they're about to fail. Look at the sellers taking back control. Is this a pullback to the mid here? And then we get a nice M pattern. Look at the buyers coming back in to pump. We didn't get that closure above 200 on the 1 minute. So, you know, these buyers have not succeeded on getting a true break of structure. I mean, yeah, they closed above this high, but I care more about the level, right? I care more about the level. I want to see like closure back above settlement, maybe. Settlement's at 237 here. I don't know if you can see that line here. It's my settlement price. This is basically important line in the sand, because once we do that, then we begin to start reclaiming the daily open. Or not the daily open, but we get above the prior day close, which technically means that the day now becomes positive. So this whole thing was a big move, guys, just to close the opening gap. Can you believe that? So far, we're back. We're actually now back above the weekly open. Major key now. So now the weekly candle just got bullish. So now we're seeing the transition from bearish to bullish. Now let's just see what happens if we can start getting some acceptance above settlement. We're seeing some buyer aggression here. How do we know? Well, pullbacks are succeeding, right? When we get these pullbacks, they're holding. They're not failing. It's not like over here where every pullback to the buyer for the buyers would fail. So like these buyers here were trying to get a pullback and it failed. These guys try to get a pullback and then it failed. These guys get a pullback and then it failed. But finally, it's staying firm. But oh, we're not out of the woods yet, gang. We're now fighting underneath the weekly open print. Let's see. Good work, buddy. See you on Monday. Make sure you do some studying over the weekend. You upload your trades into a journal. There'll be some information there as well. We start the AI stuff next week. It's gonna be gangster. It's gonna be boatloads of fun. All right, let's see. These guys are trying to get back above. We got a nice little rejection at 25. They're now trying to accept above 200. Let's see if they're going to be able to hold 200. I'm going to try 200 here. Probably going to regret it. But I got in under 200, or right at a little above 200, but just watching to see if they're going to accept 200. There's 80 ticks. Let's see if we can get this rolling. There's 100 ticks. I'm going to take one contract off. Just pay myself a little bit. Go stops, break even. Targeting high a day if we can reclaim settlement, guys. The real-time GEX is going to be a game changer because we're not just looking at that. We're also going to be looking at GEX appointed controls, how it migrates. We're going to be looking at major levels migrating up, migrating down, and then using that with price action as confirmation. It's going to be good. I mean, I was explaining to my wife yesterday what we're building, and she was like, that sounds crazy. I'm like, yeah, it is crazy because I am crazy. It's going to be stuff really dialed in for futures traders, obviously. So we're going to take the option stuff and then line it up with everything related to futures. And then now it's become something that even if you don't understand anything about futures or you have limited understanding, it doesn't matter because you could just literally just do what it says to do, right? Okay, are these boys going to get back under the 200 level? It is a battlefield here. Stops or a break even just in case, and I can always re-enter because this market is crazy. This market is crazy. So we took that little scalp there for a little 100 ticks on that pop. Nothing crazy, guys, nothing crazy. And then the runner stopped out on break even. But it feels like they might want to fail. Absolutely. Have a great weekend. Thanks for tuning in. IB about to get set. Are they going to take out the IB low? What are they going to do? We're battling here at settlement. Look at the settlement line, gang. Settlement's at 237. It's that bright cyan color line right here. You see how we haven't been able to close back above settlement? It's also the weekly open at 210s. We're back under weekly open. I'm going to try a scalp short here. And I'm going to put my stop right there. And we're up 50 ticks, 60 ticks. I'm taking one contract off because this market's crazy. I'm taking one off just because it's a little crazy for me. The volatility is quite high. I don't want to give back too much. That's what happens. Okay, hopefully these boys can close under 200 and stay and behave. Stop right there at that 200 level. Can we get more? Can I get more? Oof. It's funky. Watching bookmap here. Oop, oop, oop. Stay down. Stay heavy. Stay back under the open print. Behave. Oh, I think it's going to reclaim. Weekly open. Watching. Watching. No. 25s. So going to reclaim 25s. It looks like it. Settlement. Come on, boys. Get back under 200. I believe in you. There's the dot for continuation. We are negative Gex. Can we get that resolution to the downside? No. Don't break this high. Don't break that high. Come on now. Give me the breakdown, baby. Nice M pattern. Just behave and give me a nice M pattern. And we get an IB low break. Come on. Let's be friends today, Nasdaq. Let's be friends. They're still holding this area here. Come on. What are we doing? Trap City. Oh boy. Buyer's trying again. What's the book map telling me? Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. Not telling me anything right now. They're just basing right here at 75 and 200s. Decision zone here. Weekly open is the key for me, right? That was kind of like the main thing. Well, we have not gotten some acceptance below yet 200s. I do like the failure above, but they can easily come back and retest. And if they reclaim again, I'm going to cut it. Let's see. These buyers need to take out. I'm watching the 5-minute here. If we can get some expansion back to 150. These boys are holding up. There we are. Come on. A little bit more. A little bit more. Let's go. 150. Stay heavy under 150. No. No. These boys are holding up here. Damn. Back above, there's a 500 contract offer here. If these buyers take this out, I am cutting my trade. Watch this contract offer on Bookmap. Oh, you guys can't see it. They just took it out. Did they just take it out? They sure did. Guess what? That probably means it's time to get out of this trade. But look, let's see if they're going to sustain this move. They just took out 500 contracts on the offer. So buyers their appetite is here. They are here. I'm cutting this trade, gang. I'm going to cut that trade. Make sure all my positions close there. They took out that 500 contract offer. That's enough for me to say no thank you, sir. No thank you. We don't want to see that if we're trying to be short. That means that the buyers here are active. Let's see. But they could exhaust. You can see here on the 1 minute chart, 480 contracts got filled. So now let's see if that's going to lead to a meaningful move to the upside. Right there. This is on the Nasdaq right here. Still testing settlement price. Two minutes left now for the initial balance to get set. Price now closing above settlement. Are they going to hold it? Are they going to hold it? Big size there on the ES. 1,000 contract offer sitting there right around 70, around 465s. There's our dot. Are these guys going to continue to buy? Watching to see if the buyers are going to keep holding pullbacks and keep getting higher highs. IB is about to get set in 20 seconds here. Are we transitioning trend, guys? Are we transitioning trend? That big buyer there. Let's see if they're going to be able to stay bullish. Watching that opening price. Are they going to squeeze through this open? What are we going to do? Might be setting up here for a nice scalp. Look at the bodies there on that 1 minute against 250s. X4. Let's see if they're going to be able to get some closure here. Buyers are still here. Look at the book map. Okay, let's see if they're going to hold above the open print. Keep your eye on the open print at 10:30. So we are now bullish back on the weekly. We've transitioned to bullish at the moment. I want to see if this is going to actually hold. But I don't know. I don't know. I have no problem still shorting, guys, because the hourly is still technically bearish. Let's see. It's going to be what they're going to do here. Are they going to trap off the opening print? Watch this opening print. I'm going to take a little scalp short there on this print. And it'll be a quick cut if they reclaim. It's okay. But I'm short now above the opening print of 1030. And we're up 100 ticks. We were. This is that market. You've got to be quick, my friends. These guys slingshotting, yanking. Boom, boom. 100 ticks one direction, all the way back, break even. That's where we're at right now, guys. These boys are still holding up. They're testing this guy who bought the 440 contracts. They're testing to see if there's still buying active buyers there right around 250s. So I'm just going to be break even on my stop, and just in case. I don't really care, guys. This market is awesome. So there's a lot of opportunities today. But I'm going to take one contract off just in case I get tagged out, break even, and just pay myself a little bit. Because I'm going to get tagged out, break even. And I did. And that's okay, because the market is bullish now. It's transitioning on the weekly, right? The weekly held up. They just did a Johnny Cage. So when we get a Johnny Cage, it means we're about to transition either to a new direction or more of the same. So we got a Johnny Cage going on here. In this instance, it was a higher high, lower low. And now we're going to see if they're going to trap high and then go back down again. Or do we actually stay in the middle for a little bit? Look at the 5-minute chart. We've got 3 5-minute bars consistent, but nothing significant. We're still staying within the mother bar of the 5-minute chart. What's a mother bar? The mother bar is the bar that contains all the small little bars. In this instance, it would be this bar right here. So we've got this mother bar controlling this range. Okay, I'm not saying it's going to be here forever, because eventually the little kids are going to outgrow the mom. These little bars will outgrow mom. Well, it looks like we're beginning to set up again for another short. Let's try. Let's try. I'm in short, by the way, guys. Again, let's see if we get a move now back to the bottom, and I'll take some profit at the mid. Hopefully we can stay. Let's see if they test 200s at least. No. Trap City. Let's see. Come on, boys. There's that 250 low. They're still defending that level. Watching Bookmap. Not Bookmap. Yeah, I am watching Bookmap, but I'm actually watching the settlement price here. Let's see, but that mother bar is still containing price, which is the range, right? That's the range. So that's what I meant when I said mother bar. We're still inside of it. The kids are still inside. We got another lower low. They could take out this high right now. We're in the Johnny Cage. Got to be careful here. We're going to try to reclaim that open price again at 1030. What are they going to do? Feels like a trap. Oof. Brutal. Brutal. Took a loss here on that move. This is dangerous. Danger zone here, guys. Should have got long on this right here, that 25 level. We already know that there's strong buying there. I mean, we know that. So, all right. There's still hope, guys. We can still get our 100 points for the session. There's still hope. Watching 75 level. They just broke the 75 level on the 1 minute. Are they gonna stay? Are they gonna be able to stay above? Just keep trying to attack this thing, but I don't know. These guys seem pretty bullish, but I'm not convinced. I'm not fully convinced yet. Watching the book map here, 75 level. They are unable to reclaim 75s. Watching. There's the first try. Second try. Okay. I will try short again. Off 75s this time. You quick cut. Stop at 85s. Back above. Out. 2 losses there. Where are we now? 25 points short. 25 points. A little over, actually almost 50 points negative right now. Okay. It's okay, but I sized down, so we're okay. We're Gucci. Look at that 75 level, bro. Jeez. I feel like they want to trap these people here. I feel like it's a good idea, but 5 minutes telling me not yet, not yet. Don't do it yet. Okay. Let's see. They're holding it, holding it. Are they going to squeeze through it? Let's see if we get our little dot. I'll try one more time. They can give me my dot. I don't know if I want to keep fighting it though. I've already taken like 3 losses on this. It's 100 contracts overhead. Buyers have been defending so far. Beginning to accept above 75s. Okay. All right. Try again. What do you think? You think it's going to trap again? All right, we try again. Right there on that dot. Let's see if I get trapped again. It's tough here. It's tough here. These guys are still defending the 75 here. We just got a closure, but they could just swipe it up, absorb it, and yank it up higher again. If that's the case, then I think we are seeing a reversal here. If that's the case, I'm gonna open up my stops a little bit here. We'll see if this next 1 minute candle ends up squeezing to the upside. That's what I gotta be cautious for. So far, they've been doing it. Watching his book map here. 300, got 100 contracts sitting overhead. Oh my goodness. Still holding this freaking level here. I think I need to get out of this. Yes, I do. They're going to take out those contracts. They're holding. Oof. It might be time to close this thing before I rip. All right, gang. I think I'm done for the day. I am done for the session, guys. I have hit my max loss for the session. This week has not been a good week for me, gang, to be honest. It's been tough. It's been tough. Yeah, they're holding it up, man. They're holding it up, but not convincingly. That's the hard part, right? I mean, that's the hard part. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm just going to keep trying the same look at that. You see what I mean? This is what I'm talking about here. This is what I'm talking about here. Oh boy. Yeah. It's a tough one. Let's look at that 15-minute chart. Yeah, let's see. They're gonna hold this low here. If they break that low, that could be my pattern. That's the thing. So I'm gonna try one last time, guys. I'm probably gonna regret this, but it's okay. I mean, I can afford to lose a little bit more, but I'm not excited about it because I've already taken some cuts here. There's my break, but these boys have been supporting price here at the open. But look at that. So I had to be patient for my dots, huh? There's my M pattern. That's where I was messing up. I didn't wait for my M patterns. Oh man, it's so funny. I'm gonna see if we can get to IB low here. Let's see. Oh yeah. All right, we're good. Let's see. Watching the ES too, but this is where they're probably gonna support price because that's where we had the buyers at. Let's see if they're gonna be mean or can we get that move back to the low? Mm-hmm. Okay, it doesn't seem like they want to. Let's see, they're still holding 25s. That 25 is still firm. We did see some selling coming in right here at 25, but the book map's not showing me that we're breaking down just yet. I'm probably going to get tagged out break even on this stop because that's what's been happening to me. Because obviously price is still holding up firm above 25s, but we're back. We're testing the weekly open. That's the big thing right there, right? That's the big thing. So they are holding that weekly open. It's a battle zone here. We do got the pattern, so I do, that short is, I'm up 130 ticks, so I probably should take that partial, but I kind of want to see if I can get the move to the IB low, but we'll see. I know it's technically, this is the zone where they've been buying, so I gotta be mindful where we're at. We're literally in the middle of the main auction here. So I should have took that freaking problem. Oh my goodness. Why does that happen? When it takes out my stop first and leaves my entry there. So break even on that one, guys. I'm going to call it here. I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for tuning in. It's been a tough week this week, but we'll be back next week, refreshed and ready to roll. You guys have a great weekend. Enjoy it with the family. Take time to reconnect or disconnect so that way you come back refreshed and ready. You guys have a great weekend. Thank you guys for tuning in.